you've been grinding. Uploading videos, editing for hours. Watching that progress bar climb to 100% as you hit publish. Only to stare at your analytics and feel that gut punch of disappointment. The views trickle in. The subscribers barely move. And you start asking yourself, why isn't my channel growing? What am I doing wrong? The truth is, most creators aren't failing because they're untalented, unmotivated, or unlucky. They're refailing because of a handful of deadly mistakes that choke their growth before it has a chance to take off. And here's the thing, once you fix them, everything changes. Your videos start ranking, your audience actually wants to click, and your channel begins to snowball in ways that feel unstoppable. Today, I am going to break down the 5 biggest mistakes that are killing your YouTube growth right now, and more importantly, how to fix them immediately. If you're serious about breaking out of the cycle of frustration and finally turning your channel into the growth machine you want it to be, you need to pay attention to every single one of these. So let's dive in. Mistake number 1. Creating content for yourself, not your audience. This is the biggest trap. And I get it, you want to make videos you enjoy. You want to talk about topics that light you up, that you feel passionate about. But here's the brutal truth. YouTube doesn't care what you want. It only cares about what viewers want. Most creators upload content based on what they feel like making instead of what people are actually searching for. They post random vlogs, rants, or experiments, then wonder why nobody clicks. Let me be clear. Your audience is not your mom, your best friend, or your cat. Your audience is made up of strangers who have zero reason to care about you unless you give them a reason. That reason is solving their problems, answering their questions, or entertaining them in a way that no one else can. Think about it like this. If you walk into a bookstore, do you buy a random book just because the author enjoyed writing it? No. You pick the book that speaks directly to something you want or need. YouTube works the same way. The fix: flip your perspective. Instead of asking, what do I want to upload? Ask, what does my target viewer want to watch? Research search terms. Study trending topics in your niche. Dive into the comments of bigger creators and look for questions their audience is asking. Then, make videos that deliver answers, solutions, or entertainment with precision. When your videos stop being about you and start being about them, everything shifts. Suddenly, you're not shouting into the void. You're providing value that pulls people in and keeps them coming back. Mistake number 2. Weak thumbnails and titles. You could have the most incredible video in the world, but if nobody clicks, it doesn't matter. Period. And yet, most creators treat thumbnails and titles like an afterthought. They slap on some random screenshot, type a vague title, and pray it works. Here's the hard reality. Your thumbnail and title are your video. At least in the eyes of potential viewers. That's the very first impression. That's the moment someone decides whether to ignore you or give you their precious click. But here's the mistake. People make thumbnails that are cluttered, boring, or impossible to read on a phone screen. They write titles that are either too generic, too long, or completely confusing. Imagine scrolling through YouTube and seeing, "My thoughts on yesterday." Who's going to click that? Nobody? The fix? Obsess over your packaging. Your title needs to create curiosity, urgency, or a clear promise of value. Your thumbnail needs to be bold, simple, and instantly understandable. Think of it like a billboard on a highway. You don't have 5 seconds to explain. You've got one glance. Ask yourself, would a total stranger scrolling at lightning speed stop and click? If the answer is no, go back and redesign. Spend as much time on your thumbnail and title as you do editing your video. Because here's the secret. YouTube doesn't promote videos with low click-through rates. If people aren't clicking, YouTube buries you. But if they are, the algorithm goes, "Oh, this video is hot," and pushes it harder. So stop treating your thumbnails and titles as decorations. They're the lifeline of your channel. Mistake number 3. Ignoring watch time and retention, YouTube is ruthless about one thing: keeping people on the platform. That's their business model. The longer viewers stay on YouTube, the more ads they watch, the more money YouTube makes. So guess what videos the algorithm rewards? The ones that keep people watching the longest. Most small creators fail here. They create videos that drag in the intro, lose steam in the middle, and completely fizzle at the end. Viewers click off after 30 seconds, and the algorithm says, "This video is weak. Stop recommending it." You could have the perfect thumbnail and title, but if people don't stick around, your growth dies. The fix: master the art of retention. That means hook fast. You've got 5 to 10 seconds to prove you're worth watching. Start with a bold statement, a surprising fact, or a direct promise of what's coming. Cut the fluff. Pace matters. Keep energy high. Cut filler words. Trim dead space. Respect your viewers' time. Structure your story. Don't just ramble. Every video should have a beginning that hooks, a middle that delivers, and an end that pays off. Tease what's next. Drop hints throughout your video about something exciting coming up so people stay until the end. And here's the kicker. Analyze your analytics. Look at your audience retention graph. Where are people dropping off? What parts keep them glued? Use that data like a scientist. Every video is an experiment. Fix your retention and you'll unlock the secret weapon of YouTube growth. Because the algorithm loves videos that make people binge. Mistake number 4. Inconsistent uploading and lack of strategy. Let's talk about momentum. YouTube growth is like pushing a snowball up a hill. At first, it feels heavy, painful, impossible. But once you hit the tipping point, that snowball explodes down the other side, growing bigger and faster with every turn. Most creators never reach that tipping point because they stop pushing. They upload randomly. One video this week, none the next. A burst of content, then silence for a month. And every time they stop, that snowball melts. Here's the truth. Consistency builds trust. Not just with your audience, but with YouTube itself. The algorithm favors creators who upload regularly. Why? Because YouTube wants reliable content pipelines that keep viewers engaged. The fix: pick a schedule and stick to it. Whether it's once a week, twice a week, or every other day, find a rhythm you can sustain long-term. Don't promise daily uploads if you'll burn out in 2 weeks. It's not about quantity alone, it's about reliability. And beyond consistency, you need strategy. Random videos won't cut it. Every upload should have a purpose: to attract new viewers, to deepen connection with existing ones, or to funnel people toward a bigger goal. Think like a chess player, not a gambler. When you combine consistency with strategy, your channel stops looking like a hobby and starts running like a machine. That's when growth compounds. Mistake number 5. Treating YouTube like just a platform, not a business. This is the mistake that separates hobbyists from serious creators. Too many people see YouTube as a place to post videos and hope something happens. But here's the reality. If you want serious growth, you need to treat your channel like a business. That means understanding your niche, building a brand, studying analytics like a CEO studies sales reports, optimizing every piece of content like a product, and, yes, reinvesting time, energy, and sometimes money into growth. Ask yourself, does a business launch random products with no target market? No. They do research, they brand, they market aggressively. Your channel is no different. If you want real growth, you need systems, not guesswork. The fix: shift your mindset. Stop asking, what video should I post today? Start asking, what does my audience need next week, next month, next quarter? Plan content calendars. Batch produce videos. Learn about SEO, branding, and marketing. Think beyond views and subs. What's your bigger goal? Monetization, sponsorships, building a community. Every video should be a stepping stone toward that vision. When you treat YouTube like a business, YouTube starts treating you like a partner, not just a hobbyist. Wrapping it all up, so let's recap the 5 mistakes killing your YouTube. Growth. 1. Making videos for yourself instead of your audience. 2. Weak thumbnails and titles that nobody clicks. 3. Ignoring watch time and retention. 4. Uploading inconsistently with no strategy. 5. Treating YouTube like a hobby instead of a business. If you recognize yourself in any of these, don't feel discouraged. Feel excited. Because now you know exactly what's been holding you back and you know how to fix it. Imagine this. You start making videos that answer your audience's deepest questions. You package them with thumbnails and titles so good they can't be ignored. You master retention so people watch all the way through, then binge another video. You upload consistently with a smart strategy guiding every move. And you treat your channel like the empire you're building, not just a side project. Do you think growth would still be impossible? No. At that point, growth becomes inevitable. YouTube is not a lottery. It's a game of attention, value, and strategy. Most creators lose because they never learn the rules. But now you know the rules. And once you play by them, you're no longer hoping for growth. You're engineering it. So here's my challenge. Starting today, cut these 5 mistakes from your channel. Commit to the fixes and watch what happens. Because the moment you do, you stop being just another frustrated creator. And you become unstoppable.